Good morning. There's no sun out today, so the lighting is a little bit different today. But I just want to tell you briefly about what I did to clean out the input jacks on this guitar pedal recently. The first thing I had to do is I had to make sure that I had the right stuff for cleaning out the pedal. So what you need is electrical contact cleaner. Now I got the Moto Master from Canadian Tire, but there's other brands as well. For instance, there's WD-40, the specialist contact cleaner. It's important to note that you don't want to use the regular WD-40 though. And the reason why is because it'll leave some kind of weird silicone lubricant on your circuit board. So you don't want to do that. You want to use just regular contact cleaner. So what you do from there is you just stick this nozzle in like this, just like that. And then you want to take your pedal with the problematic jack. Mine is the silencer, which is kind of ironic because it's a noise gate, right? But I would actually take your pedal outside, and I would do it in a room with a lot of ventilation. So you have your contact cleaner, and then you have your cable as well. And so I put like 2 or 3 sprays in each one, but I didn't like go crazy with it. I just went just like that. And then what you do from there is you just go like this. You take your jack, and you put it in each one, I'd say like 7 or 8 times, maybe even 3 times is enough, but I did it more than once. And then do the same thing here. And while you're at it, you might as well do the same thing with your jack. So you just go put like that, just 1 or 2 in there, and then just go like that. Do that a bunch of different times. And then this as well, you can put 1 in there, and then you would take your power cable and you just stick it into it a bunch of times. And then I let it sit for about 45 minutes. Now that's probably overkill, but I decided that I wanted to give it plenty of time to dry. And I think one thing I forgot to say is that you want to have your pedal disconnected from power, right? You don't want your pedal to be connected when it's getting wet, because then it'll probably fry it and cause a lot of problems. When it's all said and done, I did manage to get rid of the noise in the 1 input jack. However, there's 2 sources of noise with this pedal. So for instance, like when I squeeze on that and I move it around, you'll notice that there's no noise, right? Like you can't really hear nothing. But before, it was causing some kind of noise issue with that. Now that actually wasn't the source of the noise, unfortunately. It did get rid of a bit of it. It got rid of some of it, but the real noise is coming from some other issue with the silencer, and I don't know what it is. You can hear that in the sound there. Again, just listen closely. There's some kind of crackling with the pedal there. So it's almost like the guitar pedal has drive, or excuse me, it's like my guitar setup has drive, but it's supposed to be 100% clean. Because if I'd run this exact same setup with just the guitar going into the amp, or if I remove the silencer from my setup, then it doesn't make that crackling sound anymore. For instance, so now we're just going straight into the Dynacomp, right? We're going from my guitar into the Dynacomp into the amp. You notice how that crackling is gone? And that's how it is with all the other pedals as well. So there's some kind of issue with my silencer, and I don't know why. And it's only the input jack on the silencer. It's not the send and return. So unfortunately, that's something that I'll have to figure out. What I should do is I should contact Electro Harmonics. I should just send them an email and be like, hey, what's going on here? Because I'm sure it's just something, that can be fixed, and I'm sure it's something that can be ameliorated if I just, talk to the people who know for sure. But yeah, that all being said, if the source of the noise in your jack is grime, or it is dirt or dust or what have you, then this method was going to work just fine. In my case, I had 2 sources of noise, so the contact cleaner was just for the one. By the way, if you're looking for something to practice, get my fretboard memorization cheat sheet from travelingguitarist.com/fretboard cheat sheet. What it is it's all the triads, the major and minor triads in every single key. Through the octave mapping technique and through a couple other techniques, you can actually just learn to memorize not only the notes of the fretboard, but you can also learn how to improvise in a bunch of different keys by understanding the the foundation of harmony, which is the triads, right? The foundation of chords. You can also sign up to my forum at forum.travelingguitarist.com. There you can chat with people about guitar and music and whatever else you'd like.